Okay, hi people. I just wanted to talk to you a bit about Lindsay Lohan. Think I need to give her a fucking break, people. Look at me. Yeah. Do I look skinny? Do I look like over too skinny or whatever the hell? Yeah, I'm 30 and I'm not over skinny. I've always been like this, and it's probably because of the fact that when I was a kid, I'd always eat loads of food. Now, when I say loads of food, I don't mean like loads of takeaways and loads of crisps and loads of popcorn and chickpeas or, lots of chocolate. I was just never like that. I just would always eat a lot of good foods like fruit and vegetables, and I'm still skinny. I don't know why. Maybe because my idea of eating a lot was eating the really good foods, the really nice, yummy foods, which was, very simple foods like the fruit and the vegetables that don't cost any weight. So it's great. Yeah, and I'm a big meat eater as well. And look at me. I am not overweight, as you can see. So yeah. You see, some people, like, for example, myself and Lindsay Lohan and, like, my mum, we were all just born slim. There's no other reason, I guess, for it. I mean, I'm guessing there are a lot of other people like us, but we need to be told, and you need to realise out there that, yes, some people eat an awful lot of good stuff and remain, like us, as skinny. That's just how we are. I'm guessing it's because the food we're eating is really good stuff. It's not really shite and crap stuff that'll actually help you put on weight, which is a great idea. To eat, lots of vegetables and lots of fruits instead, and it's just a better idea. So I wanted to comment on, besides that, also the fact that, you said, oh my god, why is she's what, 24, 25 I think now, and I heard it said on Ellen, I heard it said under actually Ellen's little YouTube clip of something that Lindsay Lohan was on, people saying her teeth were yellow. Yeah, I'm not blind. Do my teeth look yellow? Yeah. No, they're not. Maybe because we both do the same normal thing that people mostly do every day, which is, yeah, you brush in the morning and you brush at night before bed. It's classic. It's what we all do. And the other thing about the lines on the forehead, hello, yeah, do I look like I have lines on my forehead? And I'm 30. I don't know what you guys are on about. Lindsay Lohan has been through a lot of crap in her life. A lot of people have gone through a lot of crap in their life. And it's all about, I'm guessing, eating healthily, besides eating healthily, you want to do things that is the best idea, like not sitting at home sprawled across the couch watching TV all day. Something active, something to keep your mind off, depression or whatever. So if you're doing all this other stuff, it's actually a great idea. I mean, if you're even to sit down and write a few books, I've written 4 books now at this stage. They're called Wandella. I have them written since last Christmas, and so I'm trying to write them all up to try and get them published or something like that. And no, I'm not wanting to pay a good bit of money for it. Just so you know, I'm one of those traditional people that feel, yeah, you can publish a book and you don't have to win, you don't have to have won the lottery to do so. You don't have to be born in a rich family to do so, because I think you can do it the same way that J.K. Rowling did it. Remember, she was in England, that's where she got hers done. I'm just saying this because people need to realize that people, they're just people. I mean, Kate Winslet and William in Denmark, they're just people. I mean, we're all people, but we all live different lifestyles. Lots of people need to learn, and they need to calm the hell down and not judge, and not judge them badly. I mean, just because somebody is maybe rich or well-to-do, or even if they're dirt poor, you don't judge. Because I feel if you judge somebody just because of their wealth, I think that's really bad. The way I have actually grown up, I've seen people from all sorts of life. When I was growing up, I went to the same school that my mother went to school in, and the difference is my mum went to school there when it was a private school, and St. Louis isn't a private school anymore. It's now a community place, like anyone can go there, like. And I met people from all types of backgrounds, you know. I mean, yeah, my background isn't like everyone from Dublin's. Like, I wasn't one of those people that had both Irish parents. Like, my mother's Irish, she's from Dublin. My dad's Danish, he's from Denmark, Copenhagen, but he lives in the States, so yeah, it's different again there. But I wasn't about to judge anybody, because, you know, the way I've actually grown up, it's not, you don't judge people by the cover, you know, like you don't judge a book by its cover, you know. You must have heard that phrase before. So yeah, I grew up quite an advantageous life because I have been to a lot of places. But me, I'm a homegirl. I was happy enough to have grown up, to have done different parts of my education in Ireland. Yes, it was in different schools, but for me that was just, I was happy to have been able to be in Ireland at all, because I lived 4 years of my life when I was between the ages of 3 and 7 in the States, so I found my actual difference in living a great advantageous skill for me to be able to kind of show in exams or just natural behaviour in school. Like, I was never ever one to look at someone and say, okay, yeah, I don't want to know them, they're just not my type of people, or they're not my nationality, or it was never cool like that. That's just not me, you know. Yeah, so I've always been very like calm, and I actually have become a lot calmer since I was like 23, I think. I used to be quite hypertensive before. I would, you know, fly off the handle at, you know, some slight remark that I found really offensive. I'd freak out at it. These days I'm completely different. I'm amazed all the time, because when I was a child I was very quiet. I had no ability of speaking, and what I mean by I had no ability of speaking is I had no ability of being able to speak my mind. When I was out of the house, I would just stay as quiet as a lamb, because I was so kind of, I guess it must have been, I was just very, you know, insecure. I'm not completely sure, but yeah, I must have felt something like that, so that's why I never said anything till I was like 9. Then when I was 11, I had a conversation with my sister. I was like, hey, how come you're able to have so many friends? Like, please tell me, what is it you have done to actually get, or whatever, all of your friends? Because, you know, I didn't have the same thing. Like, I knew 1 or 2 people, but I didn't have a group of friends, you know, to chat to, you know. And my sister just said to me, simple problem. You don't, she said to me, just don't expect, you know, everything to happen. You know, you go over to different people or whoever you want to speak to, and you say, hi, just wondering, where did you get what you're wearing? Or, you know, pick up an idea of what you're interested in and what their hobbies maybe are, and then you will find that, oh, you can say an awful lot, or if you can't say lots, maybe you can just listen a lot, and that's grand as well, because the person at the other side is, you know, able to tell you lots about themselves if that's the kind of person they are. But we always find different people in life, so that's always grand. But I guess me being me now, when I was 11, I did what Myra said, and this is like the first day I actually stood around a bunch of people, and I asked one of them, oh, so how are you, how's your family, and, you know, have you any brothers or sisters? Next minute I had 3 of the other girls in the same group come over to me and tell me, oh, I have this many sisters and I have this many brothers. You know, I was like, wow, thinking to myself, I of course said nothing. I was really amazed to have had that many people interested in actually talking to me. I was like, brilliant stuff, like I really wish I'd known it before. So then after that, for me, being able to go out and socialise for me has never been a problem. This is now 19 years later, and I'm engaged, so I'm very happy about that. Yeah, so I've met even more people from being with my boyfriend. So yeah, just to tell any of you that are Lindsay Lohan put downers, like, if you don't like Lindsay Lohan, fine, fair enough, you know, maybe just get off her website and don't be writing really bad stuff under stuff that has actually been put up about her. I think that's really shows a good low self-esteem, and I think it looks really sad. I mean, that's me now, that's what I believe. I think if you're going to speak to somebody, if you're going to say something to someone's face, you know, and be a bit more able with, you know, speaking to people, I think, yeah, if you have a problem with somebody, you should say it to their face. You shouldn't say it online. You know why? Because that just shows cowardice. What can I say? I mean, if it was me, I would go up and I would say, yeah, I have a problem with your saying of blah blah blah. I have no problem in doing that. I've done it myself, you know, different times, you know, before, and that's me. I guess I'm a different person, but, you know, it's not a bad thing to kind of show that, yeah, I mean, just because you think you can say that, you actually can't. Duh. Most people don't say that kind of stuff online, because you know what it shows at the end of the day? It shows, besides you being really cowards, it shows you've got really low self-esteem and you're just really bad. I mean, it's just really mean. I would never do that to anybody. Most of the time, if I'm going to give out to somebody, I'll say it to their face. In my lifetime, I've only found maybe one person, and I swear to God, I've only ever found one person in my whole entire life who has maybe really annoyed me and has really put me down and done their very best to put me down, you know, in front of their other friends that have been maybe 10 feet away from me, and I know they're talking about me because I'm not deaf, number one, and number two, when, you know, you see a figure floating your way, you know, you're gonna kind of be like, hey, they're talking about me, duh, you know. So And yeah, I dealt with that in the smartest way I could, which was just to send that person an email and to tell them, you know, to grow up a bit and not speak about me. I mean, if I'm in your life, you know, if I'm related to you or going out or whatever, I'll talk to you, no problem. But if I'm not, I expect you to do what most people would do, which would be either to come up to me and tell me what the problems are, and you know, what you don't like that I've done or whatever. That's cool with me. Otherwise, I just think it's really, really sad and really pathetic, and it just shows everyone out there how low you can go if you want. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, it's really, really bad. So I'm just saying to Lindsay Lohan, fair play, keep going, you'll do really well, I'd say, you know, in the next good while. Like, you'll do what you've done best the last number of years, and I just say well done to you, because, you know, a lot of people can't act and sing. A lot of people are like, huh? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, for example, me, I can besides write and act, I can also draw, paint, model, I can do a few different, I can also communicate, you know, really, really well, and I can use a computer quite well as well. I got distinction, you know, in my computer exams. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyway, just saying all that. Take care anyway, guys. Bye bye.